Right, it's time to do some more firewood. I got my team ladies with me and we're going to go cut some more firewood because we've got that lot there for the rest of this year. That pile's wet, but we need more. We need another 2 piles at least. So let's go and do some coppicing. Well, we got a bit done, making the most of it as always. Cutting all the little branches, making every last little bit. Probably done a week's worth now from these 3 little stumps. Dot's helping me, she's doing all the lopping. Okay, so as we're coppicing these, cutting at an angle so that water can run off, because we want these to grow back, and they will grow back. In fact, it's good for them to do this, and it provides habitat for little mice and things in here. So yeah, we cut them at an angle, and that allows, let's say, water to run off and you don't get pockets of rot in them. These, as you can see, are actually pretty healthy, tiny little patch there, but these are going to grow back much healthier and more vigorous. And we got a load of firewood, you know. There's a good few days firewood in every single one of these. So, yeah, so we're just cut all that up now. We wanted to fell that one slowly so it didn't land on the hydro pipe. The hydro pipe is in there. So yeah, carry on cutting all this up. These are proper logs, these.
Yeah, I know.
That's it, you do the work, I'll follow along behind. Where's the cat? She should be pulling her weight.
Both been gone.
Oh yeah, it's quite a good pile, isn't it? That is not bad for a morning. Look good. Yeah, it's stacked up pretty good there. So it starts to dry out when it's like that. Yeah, that is good. Please, I reckon that's more than the stack, isn't it?
Yeah, I think it is.
It's a month's worth at least. So that's good. So once we get those done, we'll stack all this in there. And then with all the offcuts of the workshop and all that, then we should be able to have enough for next winter, I reckon, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
Should fill up. I did have that stack out there as well. Remember I had that other stack. Do you remember? The stack by the workshop.
I thought you used it.
Yeah, that's what I mean, but we've used it this year.
Oh, I see.
So we might need one more, maybe. But I say there'll be loads with the workshop offcuts, and they should be quite dry too. So it occurred to me yesterday when cutting all of this that I don't actually have wood for the roof that I need, and my contact to get it is I don't really have it anymore. I do, but it doesn't have the woodland anymore. Talking about this stuff between the roof rafters, I put in these mill offcuts between, and I don't have them or the ability to get them for free or cheap like I did when I built this place. So I'm thinking about using the hazel that I got in the woodland more. So and I was looking at this stuff I've been cutting, and it's kind of the right size, like this kind of diameter stuff would be quite good for that purpose. So I'm going to cut a load of that today. Anything big we'll keep for firewood, all that size stuff we're going to keep for the roof for the workshop. So let's get some cut. So this is the area we cleared yesterday, just a few stumps. It gave us probably 3 weeks to a month's worth of firewood. So today I'm going to move through this area a little bit. I'm on my own today, and hopefully pick out some wood for the workshop as well as firewood. Okay, getting somewhere. Obviously I'm going to need a lot of them, but those are going to work really well for our workshop, and they're free. Just a bit of time, that's all. So we like that. Getting through the woodland, clearing. It looks destructive, but I can assure you it isn't. You see, they're the ones from last year, all growing back nicely. And there's all sorts of life popping up on the floor. These are well overdue being cut, these. Before anyone asks, that is not me hitting myself with a chainsaw. As you can see, the fibres have not been pulled out. That's just where it's caught on a bit of fluff. That is not a hit, it's just torn. So if anyone says, oh, hit yourself with a chainsaw, I haven't. They're just second-hand trousers is all. Right, hey everyone, it's windy today, so apologies for the wind. I've been harvesting these bits of wood that you've been seeing, and I've had a thought I could get twice as much out of them if I split them. So that's what I'm going to do. See about splitting them down the middle, each one. So let's give that a go. Got a throw here. Stick that on the pith. Give it a smack like that. And then we can brace it between our legs and start to split it. I'll show you as it goes along. You see it go along there. Sometimes it doesn't go, split perfectly, but that's okay too. So you can just use that bit and that bit separate. I'm going to go through and split out a load of pieces, and we'll get twice as many bits out of them then. Just do another piece over here. That piece went well. Yeah, let's get a few pieces and get them split. If they split and they're a bit too flimsy, just get to a stronger point and just cut it down. And then, nice piece. It's going to look really nice, and it's free. Okay, don't they look nice? So they're going to be the stringers between the beams in the roof. So we'll split them all out. It's going to be half the weight and half the wood. So definitely worthwhile, I think. It's worth my time anyway, and I'm not going to have to spend any money, and it's all here. It has to do 0 miles. I'm moving it all by hand, just a tiny bit of petrol to cut it down. We're going to stack it up on a pallet here. By the time we come to use them, they'll be mostly dry and light. There we go. Excellent. We've got a couple of nice long bits there, and another bit there. That was out of one piece. That would have been, one piece. It's now 3 bits, 2 long ones and a short one. Excellent. We're getting some nice pieces. They're going to look lovely from underneath. We're going to be looking up. There'll be the spiral and all this loveliness going on. really nice. Yeah, get some more, carry them out by hand. Just using my my trailer here as a cleaving brake. Try and keep these splits going straight. It starts to wander off, spin it round. Pull on the other side. Goal, trying to keep that split down the middle if possible. I'll tell you what, I don't like this throw. I haven't used it much before, but I don't think much of it. It's a grounds force one. I don't know why they make it so the handle falls off. I don't know why you'd ever want the handle of a tool to fall off. But yeah, really rather annoying. And it's too fat. Could do with being a lot thinner. There. Take that out of there. Nice long split bits, only small bits, but they're still really strong. On the pile. Trailer is now officially a cleaving brake. Pile's getting bigger. See, over 100 pieces there I'd say now, so at least half of what I need, at least. Yeah, just carry on. Hey everyone, so apologies, very windy today, so might be a bit of wind noise. So I'm getting a good pile stacked up here. Need about 150 pieces. I think that's at least 100 pieces, so I'm going to get a few more split, and that should do us. So I don't know how well you can see, but this here is the area that's provided us with 2 years worth of firewood now, and enough roofing material for my roof, not for the main beams or anything, but for the cross pieces for a large workshop, one of the roofs of the large workshop. It's quite amazing how much you get, and now it's all growing back like I said before in the video. But if you have a look, they're budding now. So they're going to put on some serious growth this year. So hopefully there's no ignorant comments about deforestation or anything like that. This is exactly how it should be. So I'm just cutting a few more bits, and we'll split some more, and then we'll be done. So here is why it's good to cut down these trees. Particularly these, because they're going to grow back. It's not good obviously if the tree isn't going to grow back, like conifers and stuff, you know, they need replanting, but this is hazel, and this is going to grow back. So if you have a look, you can see its first years of growth were really quite efficient. You know, the rings are quite well spaced. You can see until it gets out to here, you know, it was pretty quick going, but then once it gets out, you know, here, it slows right down. And that's why it's good to get these cut, because the growth will slow down after you get past sort of, you know, that size, particularly with hazel. I can find some others here for you as well, but yeah, the growth, that's why we cut them makes them more efficient. They'll pull more carbon out the atmosphere, they'll grow quicker. Once they get a bit older, they get a bit stagnant, and you know, we want to cut them and get that vigorous growth back, and then you know, they'll slow down again, but it's much more efficient to keep them cutting them, keep that vigorous growth coming, and it makes the stumps last longer as well, because remember, we're cutting them off and they're going to have a smaller mass and the same amount of root system, so they're much more efficient. So yeah, that's why we do it, and it's good for the woodland. It's proper woodland management. Okay, just to explain briefly what these are used for. So obviously we're going to put in this big non-self-supporting reciprocal roof. It actually goes down to that big post at the back of the workshop. But the spacing between these is quite large. You can't just, you know, you'd have to fill something in between them. In the roundhouse I used mill offcuts, which I got for free out of just circumstance at the time. That's not the case this time, so I'm trying to find stuff from the woodland. So we've been cutting those splits of hazel. Let's pretend these are those here. And now these are going to basically go between here, kind of like this, you know, like that. And you know, obviously this is just a very rough demonstration, but they're you know, and then they'll be cut off and they'll be, you know, laid out in a nice pattern. And then we're going to have Hessian over the top of them. So when you look up, you'll see like the Hessian cloth, and it will be sort of round over the split hazel. I'm probably going to end up lime washing the Hessian to make it fireproof. It's like slightly fire resistant as it is, but you know, it's a workshop, I can't have it, you know, spark setting things off, so I'll probably have to lime wash the Hessian, but that will be fine too. So that's the plan, that's what they're for, or what our split hazel's for. On these outside bits here, where it won't be exposed to water, on these undersides here, but sorry, like that, it won't be exposed to water or anything like that, because you know, the roof will protect it, but it's still going to be outside. So for these bits I'm going to use like larch boards, so I'm going to go with larch boards up until about here, and then the rest will be the split hazel and Hessian. So yeah, that's what it's used for. Let's go and make some more. Okay, I got a nice big pile split. Again, apologies for the wind, it's very windy today. So yeah, they're gonna go well in the roof. I think there's enough there, and it's all come from the woodland. I've, you know, walked it all here by hand. It's very green. This workshop is actually going to have a rather small environmental footprint, so that's really quite pleasing to me. But yeah, there's a lot more there than it looks. Probably 300 pieces there. I would have thought maybe 250, maybe something like that. But that should be enough. Okay, I'm going to leave that video here. So hope you enjoyed it, and thanks for watching.